Uh,
Welcome to Midday Repartee. This is Rotten Glory. Let me get rid of this fucking slide. Yes, it's a glorious Tuesday. I've got with me the creator of Blood Hunt and the ever-expanding Napverse. How you doing, Sim?
I'm doing great. As you can see, I have found the light and I have joined the Church of the Turtle. It has enlightened me and brightened my horizon.
That's right, man. Stop losing and start winning, man.
Join the Turtle Power.
Join Turtle Power, dude. That's where it's at.
Yep.
Obviously, I mean, once you see the truth, it's pretty, you just can't unsee it. You can't erase it. It's just there forever.
Yeah. And, people can, believe in the Chungus all they want, the mighty rodent. But the thing is, we all know what happens between the tortoise and the hare, right?
Right.
And that's all I'll say. Concentration, focus, keep on track.
Absolutely, man. That is, it's just a powerful lesson, and it holds true forever. I don't think it's ever been disproven.
And it's also one of the one of the biggest religion that changed comic books and the D&D field, dude. It was one of the biggest indie comics. So respect the turtle.
The turtle, man. That power can be yours. You can harness it for yourself. You just have to join Turtle Power.
Yeah, as soon as you got the power to do what's right.
Yeah. So before we jump into the main topic, I thought I watched this video on Thinking Critical, and I'm gonna drop the link to this video in the chat, but gives more details about Diamond and DC's decision to bounce, to go their own way, and it makes a whole lot more sense now with this information. Let me get this posted. Boom. All right. So basically, I've got some screen grabs from the video, and I do recommend people go and watch the whole thing. But I guess a big part of this decision is the fact that Diamond just has refused to upgrade, to modernize, to improve their systems. And this was Diane Nelson was, I think, the president of DC until maybe 2018 or something. And, she's just pointing out all these, Diamond has for a long time been unwilling or unable to modernize and support and grow the biz. She states that it's never good for any company to have a monopoly on a business, which we all know.
Yep.
And this is why, because you get lackadaisical, you get set in your ways, you're not being pushed by any competitor to improve anything. It's just a laundry list of things that they're using incredibly outdated 30-year-old software. It's difficult to use, slow, crashes. So this, wasn't just, it's not just about this, them dropping the ball during the the COVID thing or the shutdown.
No, it's something that's been going on for years, dude. People were talking about it in the 90s. Like DC, Marvel helped Diamond doing that shit. And people from Image were complaining about the entire Diamond thing. You remember those?
Yeah, it's like,
how quickly do people forget all that shit, right?
I know. And it's like, why, if you're not able to modernize, if you refuse to improve a system for 30 plus years, can you blame anyone for stepping away from that? Of course, I think with the shutdown, it just put everything into focus and forced DC to make that call. Like it forced their hand. But it's obviously a good decision.
By the way, you want to know something else?
I do.
A little insider now. It's not
Yeah.
confirmed yet.
Okay.
Marvel's doing the same.
Ooh. Oh
Hmm.
shit.
And maybe,
Damn.
and also somebody even told me that Image might be following suit. Sorry.
Well, it's I think there's a lot of chatter that just DC leaving might make Diamond insolvent. They might not be able to survive it. So,
But dude, they were all part of it. Okay. Do you remember when they were talking about the fact that Diamond and DC had a private, like a deal with Diamond. They had to buy those things. That's why they had all those goddamn different covers for a while, and people were getting pissed at it. That's what killed the goddamn LCS. It's their special understanding to get DC and Marvel to have bigger sales, bigger flow of fucking books, fill those freaking bins to the LCS, and walk away with the money. The thing is, right now they've invested more money, Diamond, into making sure that they have no competition, buying the competition, crushing the competition, than actually
right.
evolving their fucking business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Update
And that's,
your firmware, new computers.
dude,
God damn it!
dude, how can you not, when a company, one of your biggest sources of revenue is telling you over and over, you have to update this, you have to make this more efficient.
Me,
Like, how can you not? How can you just ignore that shit? How
I
can you
knew
be that comfortable?
I knew Diamond and that model was heading to a fucking bad end when you notice the bookstore starting to have comics. Because before the bookstores used to only have European comics, right?
Right.
Because of the way it is. But after that, when I started noticing that Marvel, DC, Image starting to be an actual bookstore, I'm like, dude, this is the end.
Right.
Because there's many fucking book distributors, right?
Right.
Many. So you can get yourself in bookstore libraries around the fucking world.
Yeah.
While the other ones were trying to really do the gangster, like they're the mobster of the freaking comic book thing, and no, we got everything here. And people starting experimenting and going with the bookstore, and they started noticing that, hey, TPB graphic novel makes more money than actual floppies now. And that
Right.
was in the end of the 90s, beginning of the 2000s. That's what I think that the entire, like, well, we're changing the narrative, and the fact that everybody just read headlines now instead of reading, oh, what's the headline about? Because
Yeah.
somebody's
Yeah.
gonna say,
You've
hey, Trump killed that guy, and you go, huh? He killed somebody. Then you read it, go, he killed that guy in a debate.
right.
He owned him. You're like, well, okay,
Yeah. You've brought this up many times. It's like people's
it's been
just
proven.
unwillingness to actually get any kind of context on something. Just going for the hot sauce every time.
Yeah, they just want the quick little update. That's how they are right now. It's like they want the hey, give me the up and up. Okay, no, it's complicated. Just tell me what you think it is. It's that okay? Thank you. Really, that's not how it works.
But
Like,
I mean, they did, do this incredible shirt. So we can't complain like outright. I mean, they did make this shirt. It's changing people's lives. Just
but
just walking down the street with this floor sign on your
you
chest is like you're guaranteed.
you know
The
that
sexual energy that it produces is like kind of crazy.
that T-shirt would be accurate if it was a CG shirt and not a
Yeah.
right.
Unreal. So yeah, it's I mean, like you said, that's just, maybe rumors at this point in terms
No,
of
no.
Marvel and Image, but
Mhm.
the writing's kind of on the wall. You know, you've got a company that won't update, they won't modernize. Maybe at this point they can't do it. They've already lost a major source of revenue in DC. It's like,
Dude, remember when all this shit happened and Diamond said that they didn't have they could not even pay the people they owed money to?
right,
That's not good to restart business and go back into it, right? It's like, dude, we've
right,
been fucking you over for a while, yeah, but now we actually can't pay you neither.
yeah, dude.
So what
It's
do you think? What do you think DC and Marvel are going? It's either they're starting their own freaking thing, right, to distribute by themselves, or they're going with the bookstores, with the book distribution, and
yeah,
That's what I want to do. I want my book to be
sure.
in bookstores, and this LCS they didn't support us. They don't. It's I don't know.
Yeah, and
Not
it's
saying
like,
it, but
so the question is, DC has made this move, and probably other publishers will as well. Uh, will they start recognizing that it's the end customer that really matters? It's not the retailer or store that's buying the product. It's got to be for the fan, for the reader. That's your customer.
yeah,
Even
but
though it's not the person directly ordering from you, perhaps, you have to be creating the content for the reader, for the fan.
okay.
Hopefully, that's will be the end result of all this.
But dude, you go to comic book shop, you go to game shops, right? Hobby shops, right? Do you go there talking about fucking politics?
Right? Of course
No.
not.
Why? You used to go there, and it was just like like you'd actually enjoy sometimes. Like the store, you would pick your store, your favorite store, the one you would go to because of the interaction you would have with the people there. Either your friend, the people you would meet there, or the owners that had good suggestion who actually gave a fuck about you, right? Now
Yeah.
it turned into a different type of model, and now even the comic book shop, they're not making money. Like the only ones that are still open, they're not staying open because of comics. No, they're staying open because of Magic that got them gathering.
Sure. Yeah.
They
They've
all
had to
had
diversify big time.
they had to start having like people coming and paying to play in their store, doing this and that. That's how they're keeping alive. Like most of
Yeah.
the comic book shop here in Montreal that stayed open, it's because they extended. One of them started having buying and selling used video games within his store, and then
Right.
another one started. He opened like the entire fucking basement of the place, and
Yeah.
that's a place where people go play Magic, and
Yeah.
they have actual competition there.
Got to do what you got to do, man.
That's the only way they're staying open and doing
Yeah. If
comics.
if the publishers aren't going to provide you with content that people want, what choice do you have? So we'll see. I do. It does seem like quite a few comic shops might be indebted to Diamond, and I'm talking financially, economically, have a debt with Diamond, which could be why they're so freaked out by DC leaving.
Um,
They're worried that that debt's going to be called on real soon.
I think
So,
they got a good opportunity to cancel a contract or renegotiate it, and that's already what's the end of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Renegotiation, and they're like, oh, we're done. Thank you.
This is an interesting question from Ted Lehman, and I don't have the answer. I don't know if Sim does, but he's wondering about returnability with this new distribution
No,
deal
no.
that DC has.
That's the thing is they used to have a bit of return before, and they took that away. That was one of the big things that happened, and they killed the LCS. That's why when you go to a comic book shop, there's more in the fucking bin.
Yeah.
That's that's
Now,
coming in.
is that a decision made on the publisher side or the distribution side or both?
I think. That's a good
I
question. I think it would be
'Cause
more in
I'm
the
not
distribution.
sure. Yeah. I mean, it seems to me. I don't know. It seems to
Because
me
one of the
that
things is usually returns on magazines and comics returns are not sellable. They never come back in good shape.
no. I thought I know
They're
with
usually
like
losses.
books and novels, they usually just tear the cover off and send that back. They're not going to send the whole damn book back.
Hmm.
And then, if you're an employee at a bookstore, you could get all these free books without covers on them. But yeah, they don't ship the whole damn thing back because the cost of that.
Yep, exactly.
So they become garbage.
So and I understand it's like, hey, what we give you a bigger discount if you take the hit. Some people will
Mm,
go, well, I'll take a bigger discount on the book and take the hit, and then
right,
boom,
right. That makes
and,
sense.
and
Something
then
has to be done. You've
yeah,
got to take care. Everybody has to win for a business to be viable. All the
yeah,
players along the way have to win, and
it's
that
like
obviously the comic shops have not been winning for quite some time.
I think that's one of the things that's been lost a lot. It's the thing, the idea of being a team. It's like we're one big engine, right? We're
Hmm.
all our individual pieces, but you do your part, I do mine, and we can get a better performance out of the entire thing if we actually aligned.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't
Yeah, I
have
don't
to.
know. I just wanted to touch base on that. It was kind of cool to get more info, background on why they really left. It's a lot more involved than just the
It's all about
shutdown
making
shit.
it's a lot about making more money, and it's also the fact that right now they're probably going to turn it into like you could buy it from their website.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be something like
Why
that.
wouldn't you? That's, the
Or
way of the beast. This is what's happening. So that's
or it's
just the
gonna
way it is.
or you're going to find Marvel, DC, and Image only on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm sure, if they all went, they're because of the volume, I'm sure Amazon could cut them a pretty sweet deal.
I got an email one day from them to tell me that they do print on demand and they
Yeah, they
consider
do.
it. Yeah, they
Yeah,
sent me a message.
I've made some stuff through. They're always like changing it and making the deal worse and worse. But initially, the first thing I did through them was it was a decent deal. You could actually generate some revenue. It wasn't great, but it just kept getting worse and worse. It's
Yeah.
just like they don't want people self-publishing. You make it too easy, and then actual good information and content can get out there. And they're like,
So
we need to
somebody
stop that right now.
somebody went to me and goes, I tried to deal with them, but they take like 40 to 50% of the sell,
Hmm.
right? And
It's massive.
I'm like, it's massive, but dude, when you deal with diamond and all of that, you get 10%, you get 6 to 10%.
Yeah, that's
That's
the thing.
I'm like,
And it's
so
like
you
at least with Amazon, you don't have to, you don't have to worry about any of it.
you just put the
It's all
file in,
automated. It gets
yeah,
ordered. They deal with printing it, creating it, shipping it. You know,
and the people, the buyers, if they're Amazon Prime, they get it they get shipping for free.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it is an option. Of course, it's
Or
the numbers you would have to do to actually make a living selling through Amazon is astronomical, dude.
dude, if I knew anything about programming properly, dude, I'd probably try and spend a bit of time on that shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like build a store like Amazon type just for comics.
yeah, dude. There's so much talent and know-how in the ComicsGate network of people and fan base that, like, I'm sure there are more that there are people out there that are capable of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, but
just
it's just time, effort, and this, and dude, it's a personal investment. That's the thing that people don't understand. It's just like you, dude. You're taking like an hour, like 4 times a week, about minimum, about
I
to do
do.
those type.
It's 5 days a week on this show, and all said and done, it takes a good 2.5 hours out of my day, like my work day. So it
Hmm.
puts a strain on everything to do the show.
So that's
Um,
that's what we call a personal investment, dude. You're doing it
mhm,
because you want to. You're not getting
absolutely.
paid. You're not getting nothing. You're not doing it for nothing. You're just
Yeah.
so that's a personal investment.
I want to engage ComicsGate. I want to engage fans, creators, and I also get the opportunity to platform projects. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be talking. What is the Terra Olympus? It looks like a
Yes,
really cool project.
back then.
I'm going to have them on tomorrow at the tail end of the show. So it's like being able to do that is so much fun.
Hmm.
You know?
You get, yeah, it's satisfying to know that you're helping somebody make sales.
Yeah. Whatever. If I generate even just one sale
Hmm.
with the effort, and I try to do things that allow people to get to know the creators a little bit. Like I had a great time with skits. I think it was the day after they launched, and I actually did like a newlywed, question and answer thing to see how well they knew each other, and it turned out to be a lot of fun. So it's just like we just got to get back to having a good time
No,
and
that's just
remembering why the hell we were drawn to this in the first place.
no, Goggle. That's disturbing.
Yeah, it is, dude. That face staring at me, man.
That's
Holy shit.
disturbing.
Margot is an asshole.
What the hell?
Says he likes it in the bum hole.
Ah, I gotcha.
He likes it in the ass.
Mm.
Hmm?
Who am I speaking to?
Gargoyle's girlfriend.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's happening right now. Somebody, maybe this was, well, it's Tuesday, so maybe he's on an acid trip, or not sure what's happening.
Me neither.
Gargoyle, I think I might have to lose you, man.
Margot sucks dick for a living and gets paid.
Yeah, let's go bye bye. I don't know what that was. So anyway, I thought the topic today is kind of like, it seems like we have an obsession with criticism, like kind of tearing things apart. Um, and there's certainly value in that, but I think there are pitfalls as well.
But there's a difference between criticism. There's criticism, and there's ripping shit to shreds just for the hell of it.
Yeah, like,
we all want.
There's a fight. And I think there's a lot of that. Like YouTube, definitely, like whole YouTube careers have been based on just tearing things to shreds.
But yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's kind of. I have to be honest. Watching Disney Star Wars get torn to shreds, and like Captain Marvel, and like the new, the all-female Ghostbusters. Mm-hmm. Like there was a stretch there where I was just like, I couldn't get enough of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was entertaining as hell, and I was like,
you agreed with it.
Yeah, and it's like, why is it so much fun to just watch this be eviscerated? Like, and is there value? How much value is there in it?
It's because it's the pleasure comes from being validated in what you think. It's like you're not the only one that believed that sucked. So it's kind of like a validation, but it's also the freedom of expression. You're allowed to express yourself. That's where there's a limit, Mm-hmm. You can say you really don't like a book, but you don't have to tell the guy that he should not do books because he's shit.
Right? Yeah. Maybe avoid telling people that they're absolute shit.
But that's the thing, is that you can criticize the art of the artist, the book, the this, the that, but when you're trying to make it personal, that's not criticism anymore. That's something else.
Yeah.
But any type of criticism, dude, that it be positive or negative, for a creator, they should try and build off of it. Because everything's good. Like, you don't like it, why?
Yeah.
Like me, it's the first thing that somebody says. Like, if somebody would say, I didn't like it. Okay, why? Why didn't you like from it?
Is this actually Gargoyle?
Yeah, sorry about that. That was Mrs. Gargoyle. I was trying to get her to laugh.
It was really weird, man. I wasn't sure what was going on. I felt like somebody was.
She's on painkillers. She just had her wisdom tooth pulled yesterday.
Oh,
gotcha. Ouch. See, I wasn't that far off. I guessed acid trip. Painkillers. It was in the ballpark.
Close enough.
Shit.
Yeah, she was like, "What do I say? I just say some dirty fucking shit about me. I don't fucking care."
Great advice from Gargoyle, man.
What he said is about you, then.
This isn't the Deuce, man. This isn't the Deuce.
It was a good laugh. I figured you needed a female voice. I figured it'd be funny if you respected me and you got Mrs. Gargoyle on here.
Dude, we everything happening, we all need to laugh.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Dude. Hell yeah. So I was like, I did want to I got a screen grab of Mahler's channel. Mm-hmm. And again, Mahler was one of those guys, I couldn't get enough of him just tearing stuff apart. But I did notice he did, every once in a while, he'll do something where he's like praising it. It's pretty rare by comparison, but he got 1.7 million views praising Infinity War, which is right in tune with a lot of his unbridled rages, where he's tearing shit apart. So it's like, it's not that there isn't an audience for praising. I mean, it clearly does exist.
It's the same.
Excuse the stupid people. You're referring to the movie or the comic series?
The film.
Okay.
Yeah, Mahler does film.
It's
and TV shit.
But you're right, Rutten. It's validation from both sides. That's what I'm saying. Like, you love something or you hate it. You're gonna go towards the people that validate what you think, because you want to see what they don't like about it.
Sure. Yeah. But why? I mean, why do you think it seems to be dominated with the criticism, the negative, the tearing down aspect seems to be what? Maybe it's just an assumption that's what gets clicks, right?
Like we're stuck in one model. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and if you're a creator, if you're an artist, a writer, or someone who wants to tell stories, which one offers more value? Pointing out why something is bad, or or understanding why something is great. You know, I'd kind of argue for understanding why something is great is more valuable on the creation side. But there's far less of it out there. It seems.
I was talking with two other like big creators on YouTube, right? Two big YouTubers, and that's one of the things that they even brought up. Going, they like doing more positive, you know, fun videos. But
no clicky clicks, no views, no eyeballs.
The drama shit attracts everybody. It's like, need, you know, like there needs to be a way that we can do those positive videos and still get good feedback. I'm like, yeah, it's called habit. Do them. You just do them, and you know, people will notice that there's something different, and then you know, slowly build up on that side too. Like it was before. The drama outside was not that popular neither a few years back. It just became the predominating one.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times this stuff it works in trends. You know, it goes in waves, and things are constantly things shift and change and evolve so quickly through this online medium. It seems like it's just speeding up more and more. Where things like it's hard to keep up. Even like
it's like saying like if you want to change, if nobody does that different thing, then nobody will. You need to get to it. That you know, it's like the same reason why CG started to. Well, you don't want to do the books, like that. You want to do those type of books. Well,
well, I guess this is human nature. You see one person succeed really well with a certain way of doing something, and it's like you're gonna have that mimicry. It's gonna explode. Everybody's gonna do the same thing, and that creates this bubble of shit, and then it gets oversaturated and stops working for people, and then you know it's going to take that next person showing, oh, you can do it this way over here, and then it starts all over again.
You know, it's one of the reasons why you know people started liking the Wenger show, because he decided to start going around stupid news on the web and make fun of it.
I really admire what Wenger's been able to build with his platform. He's done a great job.
So it's
fucking cool.
There's an example that it's doable. There's different ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Wanger's naturally funny too. You know, regardless of how he talks or what he's talking about, everything just plain sounds funny.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
That's true, and he doesn't fear the ridicule, neither. Like I'll put up the wig, do those little cheeky posing, cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Oh God, the eating the comic book too.
Dude, that one. And the worst thing is that he was too drunk that he didn't. When he woke up the day after, he's like, "Oh fuck! It was one of my favorite ones."
Oh shit. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. Maybe
he earned every dime on that campaign.
Well, at least he got a free original track from Narwhal before Narwhal becomes too expensive for all of us.
Oh, right. Yeah. Damn, Narwhal. That was fun. I got to clip out that song he did on Atomic Deuce.
Oh, the AIDS 2?
AIDS 2. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I hope he pops in on a regular, I think he liked the chaos of it, the free form, just random.
You do show, yeah.
Because that's what it's really what every time I've dropped in on any of his streams, it's just random shit. He just does whatever the hell, and I enjoy that. He doesn't have any structure or format unless he's doing his brainstorming sessions, which are actually pretty fascinating too. That's a man who's passionate about writing, man. He is
with Narwhal that he's a secret hustler too.
Oh yeah. Hold on, what do you mean by that?
He's an undercover hustler. He knows how to organize things and get people onto the hustler, even when he doesn't know he's hustling.
Right.
It's a good skill to have.
Yeah. I don't know, like what brought you guys? What was the thing that brought you into ComicsGate? Like, what led you to ComicsGate? Would you say?
Cyberfrog.
It was literally the comic book Cyberfrog? Like, is that what got you on to? Okay.
You ever heard the dumb story about how I got into Cyberfrog? It's a dumbass story.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay, when I was a 12-year-old boy, I had this local comic book shop that was owned by an old couple. First week I was there, I bought the first issue of Spawn for $15. And then the next time I came there, I bought some comics, and this old guy gave me a stack of comics. And on top of it was the first issue of Cyberfrog.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, here, kid, here's the first issue of Cyberfrog. I think he's giving me a piece of trash. And I was in love with that book. I adored that book for all my life. Hold on a second.
Nice, dude.
Look. Since I was 12 years old, I've kept this with me. And people are like, what's a Cyberfrog? You're a stupid motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, you have no idea. You have no idea. Cyberfrog's gold. And, all these years, here I'm trying to get back into comics. I'm hearing about Zach and stuff like that, and never put two and two together. And here, out of nowhere, Zach has a video going, yeah, comics artist pro secrets. He was a creator of Cyberfrog. I'm like, no fucking shit. I'm so fucking retarded.
Right on. So technically, it was you were listening to Zach.
Technically, yes.
Okay. I guess this was what, I was trying to, because I feel like I have this theory, or at least I think it's true for a lot of people, that a lot of us got into ComicsGate through YouTube channels and personalities that were criticizing or tearing shit down that they didn't like. And Zach does reviews on comics, but it certainly leans toward tearing them down because they've been so shit lately. He will, obviously, what he likes. He's not just out to tear everything down for the sake of it, but it's certainly there's more videos of him hating a book than liking a book.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Ethan when he started complaining about the Star Wars stuff.
Exactly.
His channel got a spurt, a growth, crazy.
Exploded. Yeah, and that was right during, that's how I got into it, and it's
I remember the channel of Ethan back when he was still doing just little drawing tutorial reviews before all this stuff started.
Yeah.
I was also following Zach when he was just doing his regular type of review until he got pissed.
Right. So I feel like a big wave of ComicsGate kind of fandom and support and all of it kind of came from this really intensive teardown and criticism of creative content that was being put out by mainstream. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that. I'm glad people did that.
It was also the mainstream
also
criticized.
Being lied to our faces too, because Camel Moon's website that he works for, Double Toasted. I used to be a huge fan of that website, but the problem is the guy Corey who runs it constantly lies to people. He'll be like, "No, comic book sales are great."
Right. Yeah.
And besides that, there was a reason I stopped following, but I don't want to bring that up. Following that,
I don't get it. What is the purpose of pretending, especially if you're involved in any way and your livelihood depends on something succeeding? What
the reason for?
Do you really think it helps to lie to people?
The reason for Double Toasted is because they were a movie critic website, so they were trying to tone down their critiquing for advertising benefits, because when they were known as a spill, they were known as a bad luck site, because every time they posted ads and did cross marketing, the movies would tank. But obviously their cross marketing always was with Jonah Hex and shit like that. You remember Jonah Hex, right?
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's weird, man. That this attempt to try and cover it up, like comics are healthy. What are you talking about? Well, how did that turn out? Maybe instead of trying to cover it up or paint a facade, you should have just done something about it. Maybe that would have worked.
The boat's on fire, but we're going to tell people that the boat's not on fire, so they don't run off the boat like it's on fire.
Yeah,
Right.
like knowing damn well that eventually the whole thing's going to sink. Like it's in process, it's happening. Like you're just staving off the inevitable. How does that? It just doesn't. It just doesn't
I
make a
don't
whole
know.
lot of sense, man.
Marvel succeeded to sell to Disney like that.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah, but I don't think Marvel
It was
like
because
made out. It was such a. It was so. I mean, they gave shit away. Honestly, didn't they?
Dude,
it wasn't Marvel that was the cash cow. It was the characters inside of them. Like Spider-Man was worth more than Marvel themselves, and that's what Disney was after.
Of course.
Yep. Just in movie rights.
So what about Sim? You've probably mentioned it before, but what was it that led you to ComicsGate, or?
But I've always been in the indie comic side, and I've been dealing with the third wave feminism, the PC thing here before all this. And like I said, I was following Ethan on his channel for a while until he started being active again and started doing reviews and stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And you had Mr. Zach there, yeah, boy Zach, with his critique on the thing, and this is pretty much how I got into it.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much all my values. I'm anti-PC, anti-censor. Like I'm a big fan of Heavy Metal Magazine and all those type of things. And I believe that everybody should be able to do the books they want, and that's it.
Nice. Yeah, and I don't know how much there's to explore with that. Maybe I didn't choose a great topic. Once again, maybe the second day in a row.
Make up another topic. Hurry up.
Yeah, well, come on. Help me out, dude. Dude, I'm trying to come up with these every day. It's like, you know what I was thinking, but I want to, give a little time and planning for this one. But I'd like to do like a ComicsGate fan art kind of extravaganza show. Just show off a bunch of fan art. But I definitely want to give that a little time to breathe, give people a chance to maybe DM me with their stuff and make sure it really, can go off. So maybe I'll do that Friday or something. I don't know.
I'll start a Google Drive because I have a whole fucking bunch.
Yeah, I know. Well, I love you. You had said before that you if you're doing a warm up or something, you'll be like, well, why wouldn't I just let's make it a ComicsGate character. Let's make this a piece of fan art that will lift up another character in our network. That's so awesome. Like, why wouldn't you do that?
I think it's a good exercise. It's not a character. It's not characters and sometimes you barely know much about them, so you try and guess how they fully look. I think it's a fun thing, and it's a challenge, and it's also helping other, Also, it also attracts attention to your art, so have fun.
Yeah, of course. A lot of people. I mean, that's how so many artists have been found and discovered, is through the act of fan art. It's it's just it's always been that way. So creating fan art is a value to the artist. It's a value to the creator of the characters that you're making art for. Everybody wins in that scenario.
Yeah, and most artists, we've all drawn the DC Marvel characters so many freaking times that right now, draw a CG one.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Might as well at this point.
Yeah. Were you guys ever into Red Letter Media? Ted Lehman brings them up here.
Red Letter.
That YouTube channel. I think that he started as like Mr. Plinkett, right?
Yeah,
like,
they're semi-funny. They contradict themselves too.
Yeah, I mean, I loved, Mr. Plinkett did some hilarious shit, and again, it's mostly the focus is on tearing down something awful, which I guess you could say is subjective, but not really. Good. Yeah, maybe. Has he done that in your opinion?
Well, they didn't like the Joker movie.
Didn't even see it yet.
I don't know if I don't recall if I
on the Joker movie, and they were just like, yeah, it's not the greatest thing in the world.
Right. Is it the greatest thing in the world?
I mean, for me, It was just DC Comics' interpretation of a Martin Scorsese film.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen a Martin Scorsese film, it would be the greatest thing in the world to you.
Yeah, I bet. I think for maybe quite a few people that don't have the background in watching some of the older films, that didn't know it was like a complete retelling of a couple other movies, it probably was like a really, whoa, this is so unique. And it's like, yeah.
Why? They made movies before the 2000s?
I don't think it was any, the performance, obviously Joaquin Phoenix is, he brought something to the table that's quite special with that performance. But what excited me about that film was just how the low cost of its production, relatively speaking, $50 million, and
the writer director behind the film. That was big.
Yeah, and a return to old school filmmaking. CGI just wasn't. If it was there, it was just to fix little things, not to be noticed. It may have been used here and there. I'm not sure, but it certainly wasn't. It wasn't part of the film's, what they were selling, and that's so refreshing. I don't want to watch another CGI fight. I just don't fucking care. I just don't care about it anymore. It's so boring to me. So that that excites me about that, and a lot of people are really down on the new Batman movie, but I feel like that also will be more old school filmmaking.
Nope.
It's going to be full on CGI fest?
Yep. They put Batman on training wheels because the guy couldn't fucking ride the motorcycle right in the fucking rain.
I did see a little video clip of him just eating shit on the motorcycle.
And no offense,
but is that CGI though?
Yeah, if you read the Miller Arfonsky script, that's exactly what they fucking dusted off in filming. It's just doing the Arfonsky Batman movie. The Batmobile is straight out of the Arfonsky script.
Okay.
Don't be surprised if Alfred's a mechanic. I'm not lying to you. Don't be surprised if Alfred's a mechanic.
I get it. Dude, Alfred is, he can do anything, man. Alfred obviously is a believer in turtle power, dude.
Yep.
The man, he can be anything to anyone at any time.
Well, in the Miller Arfonsky script, Alfred was a big black mechanic, owned a body shop. He wasn't even a butler. He was just some guy who found Bruce Wayne and took care of him.
Well, in the comics, he's like an ex-MI6 guy, so that's why he can pretty much do anything. Which I always thought
was way cooler.
Yeah, he's a medic, he's everything. Yeah,
which made more sense.
Yeah, makes more sense on how also Bruce grew up to be, because he's technically like his stepdad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes way more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I got to look more into the new Batman thing. There was a time, even recently, up till recently, where I was holding out hope, thinking this could be cool. I kind of liked the director. I liked that it wasn't, handed off to some big bubblegum director like we would expect. So I felt like it had a real chance to have atmosphere and real tension in it. But maybe it's just going to be bullshit. I don't know. Because I know I took some shit. I think it was on Weekend Woke Up Call. I was defending it a little, and you guys were just ripping me a new asshole. What's going on? Why was there no Weekend Woke Up Call last Saturday?
I don't know. I don't know.
God damn. I was like, I had to go listen to Liam's Fifis. Kind of pissed me off, dude.
Maybe Adam was working or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There wasn't a Beyond the Gate either. Scotsman, I guess he was feeling pretty shit.
Oh, Scotsman's got a job too now.
Yeah, he's been working like a madman too. He's going back to his office. So.
Yeah, dude, I've seen him sitting in his office. It's like,
dude, it's heartbroken. It's heartbreaking when you see him.
Yeah, dude.
With his big puppy eyes, like,
I know. I want that big fucking green fucking texture behind him with Xenotype, and it's like, dude, what that's a fucking filing cabinet. What the hell is happening? The world is turned upside down.
Yeah, and this is why I found the new church of Turtle Power. Go join it now, where we stand against the Church of Chungus.
You the one who played that video of that woman who thinks she's a Ninja Turtle?
No, I didn't see that.
I haven't seen that. There's a woman who thinks she's a Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, literally she gets bank loans to get movie prop costumes.
Really?
And she eats pizza every day, and she covers it in mayonnaise. I don't know whose stream I was watching showing that video. It was probably Wanger's.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, no doubt, dude. That sounds exactly something Wingcast would have on.
But sure. It kind of pissed me off that this woman's able to go to a bank and get a $20,000 loan to buy fucking Ninja Turtle costumes.
Dude, it's probably because it can be considered like a piece of collection, like a classic antique.
Like an investment?
Yeah, like an investment, dude. It's especially if she got one of those from the movie.
Right.
To wear it on her head while she goes to karate class.
Oh, trust me, she didn't tell the bank why she was buying it. She
people,
probably lied about it.
People are insane about collecting shit. I was outside smoking one night with a buddy, and there was this woman, really strange looking fucking gal, man. She was, I don't know, maybe in her 40s or something. She had like a rig set up with her bicycle, like 3-4 trailers deep with, and she was collecting like cans and bottles. And I'm thinking, when you see something like that, you're like, this is survival. This is somebody who's like doing this so they can fucking eat tomorrow. And it turns out she does it to buy like collectibles from old TV shows. I'm like, you're literally taking like homeless people who need the shit to survive, like eat. You're taking it to go buy some prop gun from a TV show. It's like, what the? People are fucking insane, dude. Wow. I don't know, man. But it's fascinating. It's what makes the world so damn interesting. Jesus. But collecting, man, I've gotten into it a little bit, but it's never been an obsessive thing for me to collect any particular thing.
Yeah, it never struck me like I wanted those things. I wanted to know how to do them, though.
Yeah, right.
That's why I learned how to do those type of like latex makeup and props and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you can have a shortcut with those nice 3D printers.
We got Dave in the house. How you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good.
Doing good.
Good.
Dude,
Did you have any? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm still shopping for that resin printer there. I'm gonna buy it soon.
Nice, man. A resin printer?
Yeah, a 3D printer.
Nice,
man. It prints directly out of resin, and you have a curating plate with it that kind of like when you do VLive.
So are you looking to be able to add product to campaigns, or is it just for personal enjoyment?
No, it's to add stuff to campaigns and be able to
Nice. Have they actually come down to a place where they're reasonable, they're affordable?
Yeah, between 300 and 600.
Damn. I did not realize that. I haven't looked at that in a long time.
They're the small ones where you can do like action figure size. Like you can maybe do like the size of an Todd McFarlane toy, but that's about the max you can go.
Damn. And what?
Will we have official Deathsworn spears?
Ooh. And what is there a limit to the detail that it can achieve? Is that like?
That's what I'm shopping around, and so far, dude, they're really really freaking good.
Nice.
Like high details and everything. So yeah, like to the point of like they did Warhammer 40K figurines too, like in some of the shots that I was saying, and really freaking well done, dude. One shot, and I'm like. I saw. Imagine having the entire crew of not the Merc, but in Warhammer 40K characters, I'm like, That's what I want.
Oh man, that's awesome. Now, is it like a regular printer where the printer is like cheap as dirt, and then you go buy ink and you're like, what the fuck? I should just buy a new printer.
That's what I was checking around. It's you know that you buy the printer, the stock that you need for the curating and this, right? The rest of the equipment might cost you a bit more too. But technically, the latex, I mean, the product is actually $25 a bottle, $35 for so yeah.
All right, that's cool, man. That's interesting. I'll be really curious to find out how that goes, because that seems like a viable way to deliver really unique product.
Yeah, and the idea is, you make your first model, and after that you cast it and you mold it in plastic or a more solid resin.
Yeah. Dave, what's up, man? Was there anything specific that you wanted to bring to the table, or part of the conversation?
It seemed to jump all over the place, so I just jumped in when you're on about collecting.
Yeah, we jumped all over.
I got a bit of a collection. As movies.
Yeah, dude. So you're a film guy, or
yeah.
Now, is there specific genres or things you focus on, or is it just like everything?
To be honest, everything. I'll give anything a go once, see what it's like. But I'd say there's a fine line between collecting and hoarding, especially for me.
Yeah. I mean, well, what would you say that line is? I guess it's hard. It's hard for me to see like movie collecting as going into the hoarding aspect. I guess it could be, but
yeah, I don't know. Depends. It's tough, because I think as long as you can organize it and it doesn't interfere with your day-to-day life, it's still a collection. Once it goes past that, that's when it's like you need to stop.
That seems like a good definition. Yeah.
But,
so have you had to get rid of? Have you let go of any movies, or you just refuse to do that?
No, I do let some go. It's either whether or not it's like upgraded, like DVD to Blu-ray, for example, or if it's just something that's, to be honest, shit. I buy a lot of shit stuff. Like in the Poundlands here, it's like you pick up a Blu-ray for £2. Like you give it a watch, £2. You don't really lose anything, but then you end up just getting rid of it because it's crap. But there is a lot of good stuff. But yeah,
nice.
I'm getting more as it's growing, because I think I'm at Blu-rays alone about the 2,000 mark, I think.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
DVDs are around the same, just slightly lower, I think now. Yeah, that's what I said. The fine line between collecting and hoarding.
Well, it's become, sadly, I think if there are films, and anything that's like everything that's going digital, I feel like if there's something you really love, you better buy, the physical version of that now, because they're starting to alter this stuff. There's gonna come a time where that favorite movie you like, that version of it will no longer even exist, because they're gonna change it, they're gonna alter it. Disney's making edits to films. That's the thing about digital, is like shit can be changed, and someone who's never engaged it before wouldn't even know, right? They're not going to know that it's been changed. And I don't like that. I think art needs to, part of what the power of art is that it reflects the time and place it was made in. And that's important, that context is important. And if you're going to update it based on political trends or whatever's going on, and that, it's like, this is bullshit. That is so disrespectful to art,
Yeah, no, that brings up a good point, actually, because there's an article I saw earlier with the BBC. Have you ever heard of Little Britain? With Matt Lucas and David Williams?
I don't think so.
Little comedy sketch show. Basically, it's got to be at least a decade ago now, probably more than that. But basically, because of all the political climate at the moment, BBC have removed it from all its streaming services. Netflix have taken it off because there's jokes in there which are quite racially sensitive.
Right.
But for me, it's like, well, at the time, everyone found it hilarious. Like, it was funny. Yeah. Now, you can see the issues in it. Doesn't mean it's still not funny as long as you're watching it with the viewpoint of when it was made.
Yes.
It's like called,
what's even wrong with looking at it as like, well, look at the evolution of things. Like, look at, like, isn't it cool to see the, that maybe there's legit improvement in a certain area on something? It's like there's value in that too. And that's what I mean. It has historical value as a piece of art, and it shouldn't be changed. It shouldn't be altered, and it certainly shouldn't be censored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fucking dicks.
No. Thinking just recently, I just watched a Richard Pryor movie called Some Kind of Hero, where he's a veteran and a former POW, and there's this funny joke where they're in the prison trying to sign this letter, and Richard's like, "I'm trying to be cool, I'm trying to sign this letter," and the general, he looks at the signature and he's like, "Who is Mihoff?" And he's like, "Yeah, I forgot to put my first name there. It's Jack." and then the final punchline is Richard Pryor does his Asian joke. He said, "Who is Mihoff?" Going to sleep laughing his ass off. And it's God, you wouldn't even have that kind of joke now. That would be controversial.
It's gotten insane, man. We're in a place now where you can say good things good, bad things bad, and people are gonna at you.
Yeah,
like it's insane, dude. I don't even know.
I'd like to say hi to my brother Edwin Diaz there, my brother from the Church of Turtle Power.
Turtle Power.
He's my brother.
Right.
We funded that church last night to compete against the Church of Chungus. That fat lazy
You're already winning
off of Bunny, and we're winning because
that's
Turtle
already
Power
happening.
Is the way.
The power of the goddamn turtle.
Yes, Gargo.
Hail.
Hail.
Very nice, dude. So what brought you to? I think you may have mentioned this before, Dave. But what brought you into ComicsGate?
Well, it was just like literally, I'm quite new to ComicsGate, so it's about 3 months ago now, I think.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And the thing that I found, it was Ethan through YouTube. I can't remember what it was. It was it was actually looking at videos where people were bashing SJWs, for all their bullshit that they spread around. And I picked up on one of his videos and then started looking into it, finding all this other stuff, and it's like, okay, this is actually pretty decent.
Nice.
And then you start learning about all the new creators and everything. And then it inspires you yourself to try and start writing stuff. Or I'd never be any good as an artist, but
every time I tried to say that, people told me that's bullshit. Just do it, just start doing it. And I think there's truth in that. I think anyone can become a competent artist. I don't think not everyone can become a great artist, perhaps, but we can all become competent. And as a writer, I think there is a lot of value in understanding what it takes for an artist, so you're more understanding of like, okay, we can't be too insane when we give an artist something that we want to depict. What's possible, what's going to take too many hours to achieve, and just compositionally. So, I think we should, even if you're a writer, I think, and I need to take this advice too, I think we should spend some time, making art ourselves.
As soon as you're passionate about something, if you spend the time and the effort to actually work on it, there's a possibility that you can be. But keep in mind that it's not a one size fit all. That doesn't work. Meaning, it's like in art. Some people are gifted, right? On their strength is reproduction. They can reproduce anything that they want. They're looking at, right? Tweak it up, but they can't come up with nothing in their mind for their lives. And there's the other way around, and all those it's you have to find your own way, find your strength, and go with it, and just push the whole fuck out of it, put everything into it.
Yeah. I don't know why I haven't. I've made a lot of art in my day, a lot of spray paint and just kind of abstract collage. I've even sold art in shows and stuff, but I don't know why. I love comics. I've always loved this medium, and I don't know why I haven't tried to sit down and try to do that. I guess it's for some reason it's intimidating. I just need to get over that shit and go for it,
Yeah, I think it's easier said than done because it's like when I was younger, I was pretty good at if I had a picture in front of me, I could copy it and copy it pretty well. But it's when it's freeform, when you're actually trying to create something yourself, that's where it all fell down for me. I just couldn't. I don't think, if I'm honest with myself, I don't think I put enough effort in at the start when I was doing all that to get the ability.
There's so many tools and resources for that, ways of like, there's of course like, I don't know what do you use, and when you need to know what a certain pose or something will look like, how do you go about figuring that out?
That's what I do. How can I say? When people are like, I can't draw, I can just do stick figures.
Right.
I answer to them, how do you think I start?
Right.
So
now, do you just get like naked and take pictures of yourself in the mirror, like posing, or?
I don't get naked. I'm always naked. No, joking. No. No, it's dude. I study movement. I'm a big movie guy, right? So I like you see me sharing those type of videos where you're gonna see Boyka doing all those fight scenes and stuff like that with good music. So I listen to the music, study movement. I see it in my head. So to me, it's like that's how I am. It's like I see the shot in my head. If I'm not, well, I'm gonna go, how that somebody would shift their weight. So I'll go see somebody swinging a baseball bat or something. How the weight transfer is gonna be made, right?
Yeah.
And it's what you notice when you study the movement, and out of everything, that if I'm gonna come to punch, all my weight's gonna be on my right foot, so the other one's gonna be stretched a bit, and my shoulder's gonna counterweight my hips because that's how we are built, and that's how we are. That's what I'm saying. It's the study. It's what you like. You push it. You study it to the max, and you end up owning it.
Is there value in like I know there's like figures you can buy that like you can pose and shit like that. Is there value in that?
No, not really anymore, because now you have that in Clip Studio. They come in and win 3D. I don't use them because I'm the type of guy that comes from the fact that I don't want to crutch. How do you call it? I don't want to cheat it, or I don't want to use something to help me go. I want to learn it. Like I don't want somebody to do it for me. I want to learn it, right?
So you literally want to be able to pull it out of your mind and do it. You don't want to have to. Okay.
That's what I've been doing, and that's how I am. I want to be able to sit down. If I don't have any pictures, access to nothing, I can draw it.
Nice. Yeah, the guy I did a Viking comic with years ago, Josh Menders, it didn't matter. He would come up with the most dynamic, crazy fucking shit, and he didn't have to look at. He just knew how it would look. He knew how everything was going to look, no matter how insane the perspective was. And I'm like, what? There's just a different. I don't know that everybody has that ability to create that image in their mind.
But it's something that we can also practice. When I was studying a bit of psychology, there you learn about the visualization. Like when you're trying to visualize that room, your visual library in your mind, that you can actually close your mind and you can get access to certain information right now, because in your head. It's called visualization. You visualize a library and you can find your memory of what you're looking for. It's the same type of thing. It's like the rule of 10,000 hours. You crush it, you crush it, you crush it, you crush it, and eventually, you'll be a master of what you're doing. You'll own it.
How long did it take you to learn how to draw as fast as you do?
I would have to say all my life, bro. Honestly, that's what it is. It's like I've been drawing since I've been a kid, right? But to be honest, I met Turner I wanted to be a comic book artist, and it was just like a hobby type of thing. Like I was not that drawing that much. You understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when I met Turner in 2004, I think it was, and getting that mindset that I'm telling you guys, the thing that I went like, okay, I need to plan my shit out. I was talking with people in business. There's the 3-year program. You plan 3 to 5 years ahead to know if you're going to succeed, if you're going to, So I started thinking about it that way. Like I need to put those hours in. This needs to become my lifestyle. So I'm like, I want to get good at it. It's like martial arts. I did martial arts. I was training before, right? So it's the same principle. You train yourself to it.
Yeah.
And I just decided that in 2009, I was giving myself 10 years to become the best I can be. And if in 10 years I haven't...
You're like 64 now? Is that...
I'm at 44. Thank you.
No, you look good. You look good for your age, man. Yeah, dude. So do you feel like you gave yourself the 10 years and do you feel like you got where you wanted to be?
Yeah, dude. I was celebrating when I passed the 10K. It was the 10-year anniversary. It was my birthday, the 10-year anniversary, and I passed the 10K.
Nice. Turtle power.
And I was celebrating. I got drunk. Like I don't drink because I'm not supposed to drink.
Are any of us supposed to drink? I'm not.
Yeah, because it's dude, I have 15-inch less of intestine. Just so to me, it's like don't drink. You can drink, but don't drink because there's a price to pay.
Yeah, dude.
So when I reached the 10K, I'm drinking. I'm sorry. So it was my favorite rum and coke, like dark rum and coke. So a bottle of Kraken.
Nice, dude. Well, I am absolutely certain that the Natverse is going to surpass anything you've done already. Dude, you're climbing that ladder, you're doing that thing, and as we've seen in ComicsGate, unlike mainstream comics, people's next projects tend to do better than their previous project, and I see no reason why that trend won't continue with you. And yeah, dude, I can't wait for your launch.
Dude, I can't wait to get there, and I got good news. After dealing with it with 2 weeks there.
Yeah.
My printer sent me a message last week, oh guy, your pages are so charged of ink that I'm gonna have to use another process, so it's gonna be more expensive.
Oh shit!
So right now it was talking with them, but no, right now today was the phone call, and tomorrow they're doing the proof, so I should be getting news from my proof this week, dude. I can't freaking wait.
That's so badass, dude.
But you've seen some pages of Blood Hunt, right? They're all surrounded, all my framing's in black, so that's why they're right. The pages stick together. We have to use technically what they're doing is they're using the colored process, but I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting charged as much as if I was using color, because they can reduce it a bit because they're using the same process, but they're not using the colors, right?
Interesting.
So
this stops the pages from sticking together.
Yeah. So I can I can keep all my black framing and everything pure black. I don't want to dim it to a gray or
Right.
I want it pure black. Dude. That's the magic.
All these things, these are things you probably wouldn't consider your first time going into stuff like this. But there are so many things to learn.
But now you see
about the whole process.
Yeah, it's costing me an extra $320, but I'm making sure that the book is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Nice, dude. I'm glad I hopped on when I did. It turns out there wasn't a whole lot of time left to do that. So and I got my taco card coming.
Yes.
Excited.
The taco card. Vincent eating his tacos.
Yes. Anything else you want to shout out? I do have I believe I have your correct email, your new email sign up in the description below for Natverse.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
but I'd like to give a shout out to some books of my friends that may need a little extra push, if you don't mind.
I was going to do that too, but go ahead. We might have some overlap.
So, my buddy Seven Legions, go check it out. He passed his stretch goal. He's getting next to his other one, which is going to unlock dog tags for everybody.
Ooh, nice.
Damn.
We have my bros, Aaron, Joe Ball, and all those beautiful guys doing more lethal. A $5 manga, a 32-page
for
manga.
the price of a taco plate, people. You can have a comic in your hands. Do it.
You have Doom Fate that for people that love D&D, could really appreciate it. Go check out the Vini book. Everybody loves the Boner King.
Hail.
I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. Oh yes, of course, the Lost freaking Pages. Go get that goddamn book because we're all on it. I'm in the stretch goals. I'm in the stretch goal. I'm gonna be in. Yeah,
dude. And you're always part of my stretch goals, man.
Which comic do they have you planned on?
Maybe that didn't come out quite like I intended, actually. Fuck.
Or you can't disclose that one. What comic in the Lost Pages do they have you planned on?
I'm gonna be doing Vane. It's gonna be in the second book. You know, the extra book. Where they had new characters. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Oh shit! So this is a new character. Cool.
Yeah. So, and trust me, you won't want to miss that one.
Cool. Can't wait.
Oops.
Huh?
Oh, I was just posting a bunch of links that I had ready to go. I'm not sure if it actually worked right.
Looks like I gotta sell pictures of my penis for all these comics.
Let's see.
I
wanted to. So, Gargoyle, you got anything you want to shout out?
Also piggyback on backing books, Foreign Agent.
You're always bringing Foreign Agent to the table. I love that, dude. God damn, Narwhal. So good.
The guys helped me so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, dude, he's great. He's such a fun fucking dude too. Like, and I like, the way he's been through this, and with everything going on. I like his approach to everything. He has a slightly different take and approach to almost everything, and it's always fascinating. Man, guys.
In CG, we always advocate that creators need to be professional about shit and not get involved in those type of things unless they're attacked themselves, right? But you're supposed to be professional and concentrate and keep focus on our things.
Shame on the people who are forcing some kind of false dichotomy or choice on creators and fans. It's fucking bullshit. So, acting professional, just doing what we do in ComicsGate, which is lift each other up and support each other. Man, this is what we do. Just stop it. Just fucking ignore the nonsense and go about your business.
Yeah, but if that's what you like and that's what you like to do, go. It's like we do what we do best. If you like to go, troll people, go ahead. Sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, dude. For some people, that's how. That's where they get their rocks off, man. More, that's what you like. Do it. Go for it. But not everybody has to like it, and the thing is it can't just be one flavor. You can't eat the same food. No matter how much you love a food, you're not going to eat it every day for every meal. We want different flavors. We want different things going on. There's room for everyone, man. So, Dave, you got anything you want to shout out?
No, just thanks for having me on again, man. I'm hopefully looking in the future to launch my own YouTube channel, hopefully. So that if I ever actually,
I would recommend talking about film. I don't know why, but it could be that wall of film behind you.
Well, I did a few years ago. Well, it's more than a few years now because I'm getting old. I did have a movie YouTube page, but I just didn't keep up with it, mainly because it's like you just. When you just do something too much and you don't see the receipts from it, like you just end up not getting the subscribers.
It can be really it can be discouraging. YouTube takes a long, I've talked about with Scotsman before. You're looking at a year to get any kind of traction really, and you got to have like 100 videos posted, and it just takes work. The main thing is, do you love what you're doing? You have to love it. You have to like what you're doing, and that will translate to the people watching you.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give a shout out to, and I posted the links in the chat. But we got Skits Comic is rocking and rolling. I think they're getting close to 8K. We've got Lost Pages, of course, which Sim brought up as well.
The Simon Bisley cover.
Dude, sexy as hell. Although Chimera did beat him to the punch with SOS2. He got that Bisley cover as well. And SOS2 looks great, man. It looks really good. And I got to say, SOS1 was a pleasant surprise. It was really fun. I had a great time reading that book. The guy can write. It was good shit. We also got, Vestige 2 is rocking and rolling as well. It's out there. And tomorrow on the show, we're going to have the Terra Olympus creator is going to be on. We're going to talk about this book. Really digging the vibe on this one as well.
Dude, I have to admit that Vestige too there.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, I can't wait to see what Doodle's going to do in it.
Yeah, dude. The art, dude, looking at those pages, I'm like, damn, this shit's sexy.
I'm sorry, Donald, but that's an upgraded.
Oh, shots fired. I don't know. Hey, dude, Donald is so good. I love his stuff.
Yeah. I love it.
But yeah, I have to say.
Pages.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, but.
Oh, those 2 pages that Doodlebag showed off?
Yeah. Dude.
It's Donald is great, but it's like saying like I'm better at once at my style than trying a different style. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. Like Donald has his style, but he tried something different in Vestige. Not that it's not good, but you understand that Doodle's style in there fits perfectly. And I'm like,
you're right.
I'm curious.
For sure.
I backed it day one, dude.
I'm. If I could back it, I can't back any of these right now. I'm just like, I got to cool off on spending the bucks on ComicsGate for my own safety and livelihood, because the life will be choked out of me if I spend any more money on this shit right now. But hopefully hopefully I won't miss out completely. I just got to hold off for a bit. I think that's it. Thanks to the chat. For being here as always. I appreciate you.
Oh, just one thing before you close. Go check your DM. The Church of Total Power is so great and so powerful that we even have our own toy line.
Yes.
Damn.
And we have recruited Chris Evans among the Brotherhood.
Let me get this.
Elite turtle power.
Instant classic collectibles, obviously.
Everybody wants them. They're not available yet.
But then, they may be in. You got the best mask out of everybody.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun, dude. I like the spin you're putting on things and just have it, bring it back to having a good time. Fucking.
It's the same thing me and Matt did last time when shit started hitting again, and we picked up a fight between Vincent and the Duck. Remember that one?
Exactly. Yep.
That shit is hilarious. I love the art on that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's have fun about it.
Yep. That's all we can do, people. Just have fun. I tried
to do that with Sean Davis, but nobody paid attention.
Really?
Yeah, I called his name wrong. I always called him Sean King. So he started calling me Gargamel. And then I put an ad when he was going through some trouble as social justice warrior. So I put this ad up going, "Hey, help Sean King sell his book, Hello Man and Blanket Boy." Got 14 likes, and I even had War Campaign read a plug. Didn't even pay it. Ro just saw it. And he's like, "Help Sean King," and then he looks Sean King up, and he's like, "This man's not black. All he does is flex his nostrils." And it was directed to Sean Davis, Fellow Man, and Blanket Boy, and Ro didn't get it.
That's good stuff. Man. CG is fun. It's never going to stop being fun because we're not going to let it. That's just not going to happen.
Dude,
so we're going to push.
What's the best way to stand and fight adversity? Laughter. That's it. Let's just have fun. Let them fight. Like they say in Godzilla, let them fight.
Nice, dude. Yes.
Yeah, so, keep our eyes on the fucking prize. Again, preaching for the, Church of Turtle Power. If you remember the story of the turtle in the air, right? We keep our line on track, focus, always steady, straight for the finish line, while the other one's fucking up and getting lost in, whatever.
That's right.
Turtle Power.
Turtle Power.
It's the way.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. We will see you again tomorrow. Absolutely.